about our topic number 119, Calloc function. So let's look at dynamic memory allocation. So in the previous video we have learned about the malloc function. Now it's time to learn about the calloc function. So let's look at. We have seen so far about the dynamic memory allocation. That dynamic memory allocation has been classified into four parts. That is malloc, calloc, reloc and free. And in the previous lecture we have seen and learned that how the malloc is going to allocate memory dynamically into the C language. Now it's time to learn about the calloc function. So let's look at. Here is the chart in which I am dealing with the function and its syntax part. So you can see the malloc syntax part is like this malloc into number into size of integer here. Calloc number comma size of integer, reloc as a pointer name comma number into size of integer, and free and here the pointer name. So free is used to free up the space allocated during the execution of the program. Reloc, malloc and calloc, these all three functions help you to allocate a memory dynamically into the C language, and the main difference lies in that malloc and calloc and reloc is that the pointer. Here you can see in reloc there is a pointer name. Here you can see that about the calloc and malloc. Malloc does not initialize, it means it returns the garbage value during the initialization, and calloc initializes with 0, and that is the difference between malloc and calloc. And the working of three, malloc, calloc and reloc is same, that is to allocate a memory during the execution of the program, and free is used to free up the memory that was allocated during the execution of the program. So this is the function that is used in the dynamic memory allocation. Now let's look at the calloc function and its working and how to use the concept of calloc to implement the program in C language. So let's look at calloc function. So here calloc function, I am talking about the calloc function in C language. So calloc function is also like a malloc function. Calloc function is same as malloc function. What calloc function initializes the allocated memory to 0, but malloc does not, and that is the main difference between these two. That calloc initializes the allocated memory to 0, but malloc does not initializes. It means it contains the garbage value. Malloc contains the garbage value, and calloc initializes the allocated memory to 0. And the main difference is that between the malloc and calloc. What we can say overall the scenario is same, that both are used for allocate memory. We can say dynamically allocate the memory into the RAM, we can say, okay, during the execution of the program. So during the execution of the program, it allocates the memory. Both work for the same, that is to allocate memory dynamically, means during the execution of the program. Now let's look at the program in which I will use the concept of the calloc function. So let's see. Here is the program I am going to discuss now for the calloc function in C. So let's look at. So here, this is the hashtag include studio.h, this is hashtag include string.h, and this is hashtag include studiolib.h. So these all are the header files I have declared above main function. So this is the main function whose return type is integer, so it is going to return us the integer value. After the main function, I am opening the main function here, and you can see here that I am initializing a MEM underscore allocation pointer here of character data type. So this pointer is going to carry on the character data type, okay. Then I am going to allocate a memory dynamically. So memory is allocated dynamically here with the concept of a calloc function. As I have told you that calloc function and malloc function both are same, what difference lies on the initialization. Calloc initializes to 0, what malloc does not initialize. So it's the difference between the malloc and calloc. What the main properties that we have to remember is that both work for the same, that is to allocate memory dynamically, okay, in C language. So calloc function help us to allocate the memory dynamically in C language. So through this way we can allocate the memory. So 20 bytes of memory is going to be allocated here, and it is going to be assigned in the MEM underscore allocation, which is the pointer variable. This is a pointer variable, and also we have told you that I am using the concept that if MEM underscore allocation is going to return us a null value, it means this is going to print that could not be able to allocate requested memory. Okay. Otherwise, it is going to execute this statement in which I am using the concept of a string, that is the strcpy. So strcpy is a function. I have already told you about the thing is that it is used for copy the strings. Therefore, whatever the string it contains, that is Amrit here, is going to be copied here in the MEM underscore allocation. And MEM underscore allocation is the dynamic memory allocation, which is a pointer variable of dynamic memory allocation. So through this way, I am storing the value of Amrit here in the dynamic memory allocated. So through this way, we can assign the value during the dynamic memory allocation also. So this is the way of assigning the string, or we can say the contents, in the dynamic memory allocation. So after then, I am using the free function, which says that free up the memory which was dynamically allocated. So this is how the calloc function works in C language. So this was all of what I can say about the calloc function. Now it's the output that you will see that dynamically allocated memory content is going to print us Amrit, because strcpy is going to execute. strcpy is going to execute, and strcpy means that function which is used to copy the string. Therefore, whatever the string here contains, it is copied here in the memory underscore allocation. And memory underscore allocation is the memory, is that memory which is created dynamically with the help of a calloc function here. So this was all about the calloc function. So thanks for watching. Dhanyavad.